Hey, it's Joe Crump. Got another question here. This one is from Dottie Fogg. Dottie says, Joe, my question is, how do I get my credit together? What should be paid first? And what's a good credit score? First of all, I sell a book. It's called, if you go to cleanyourcredit.com, I sell a book on how to clean your credit up. And essentially, it's just a method of disputing bad items on your credit report. The only way that your credit will ever get cleaned up, even using these techniques, these cleaning techniques, is if you start making your payments on time. So if you're continuing to make your payments late, then your credit's just going to get screwed up again, no matter what you do to clean it up. So focus on the things that, if you want to get your credit cleaned up, focus on making your payments on time, working out some kind of payment arrangement with your with the creditors that you have. In some cases, it makes sense to file bankruptcy and start over, get a fresh start, if you know that you're never going to be able to catch up, because at least then you know that you're 10 years away from having a clean credit, and you could do it sooner sometimes. Or just letting everything go and not paying it, and sometimes you can pull that off too and still get those things off your credit. I think sometimes it makes sense to stop, if you're not making your credit card payments and your credit is trash, if you stop all that and you don't have any other assets that they can attach to, filing bankruptcy sometimes is a problem, because it takes 10 years to get a bankruptcy off your credit report. Whereas it may only take a couple years or a year or, at the most 7 years to get a bad credit card off your account. So it might sometimes make more sense to wait. And talk to a bankruptcy attorney, although they make money by having you go through bankruptcy. So they may not be the best one to talk to. But look at those options as well. As far as getting your credit cleaned after you've been through the bankruptcy, or if you've been, you've just got some negatives on your credit, or you've got those types of things, focus on the things that matter. If you have a late mortgage and you have a late credit card and you go out and try to get a mortgage, it's a lot harder to get a mortgage if you've been late on it. If you've been late on a credit card one time and never been late on your mortgage, then it's easier to get a mortgage. Although these days, it's hard to get a mortgage with any kind of credit. You got to have well over a 700 credit score to make that happen. Get your credit score online. Go online and just type in free credit report. And I would pay for a service that is like a monthly service, maybe 10, 15 bucks a month. You can have access to all three of your credit reports. You can even dispute them online, although sometimes it makes sense to dispute them through the mail as well. And I have techniques to do that in that book that I told you about. So that hopefully will give you an idea. One thing you have to keep in mind, you don't need good credit to be a real estate investor. I'm not saying most, but many of the people that have been in my program have had bad credit. When I started buying rent-to-buy, it's after my big crash. I don't know if you've read my story or not. If you haven't, go to the website that shows you all about my experience in California back in 1990, 91, 92, when everything crashed for me and I lost a $17 million business. That trashed my credit. And I had to learn how to do this with no money, with no credit, and that's where all these techniques came from. And I built on them over the years to create the program that I've created today and to build the portfolio and to come back and be stronger than before. So hopefully that helps. Thanks.